Joining us now, he's free from COVID right now, which is great news. National champion quarterback, Uncle B, Blaine Fowler on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. Looking healthy and fresh, Blaine. Fresh off a gym visit, I presume, this morning?
Yeah, you have to start every week with a gym visit, and I always run into our man, Jason Shepard, there. So Shep was there. But the thing is, every time I see him, only working on biceps. I don't understand. Like, it's just like, aren't you supposed to mix it up and work different body parts? But like every day he's doing biceps and it's looking okay. He's got huge biceps. So
we're gonna have him wear the medium next time he's in here. Yeah, you got to be great at something. No one really cares if you're good at everything, but not great at something. You know what I mean? You got to be great at something. So I guess Shep's good at curls. But let's talk about this season. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, I was gonna say, who cares about calves? You can wear long pants. So, I mean, it's all about biceps.
It's like 100 degrees.
So,
he's wearing pants.
He sits behind a desk, man.
He's wearing pants.
No one sees his legs.
Wear long sweats. Yep.
I was just saying,
biceps. It's all about
pants?
the biceps.
I'm wearing pants. What the heck, man? Okay, let's talk about BYU in the top 25. So here we go. Blue goggles on a little bit or not. Let's discuss. Do you believe that BYU, with this adjusted schedule, with adjusted amount of teams, 76 to be exact, do you believe BYU will find itself in the top 25 this year?
Yeah, I honestly thought they would find themselves in the top 25 with a full complement of teams this fall. I think BYU's underrated. People that don't understand who's coming back. And when BYU's really good, they're dominant up front on the offensive line. They're deep on the offensive line. They have quarterbacks that have experience. The one position group I was worried about on the entire field was wide receiver, and I feel like that's been answered in fall camp. So I think if everybody's playing before the season was out, we might see them ranked in the top 25. So with this watered down, no Big Ten and Pac-12, and I recognize that they rank teams in those conferences for preseason, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. But if they drop off those teams and they're just ranking the teams that play, and based on BYU's new schedule, I absolutely think that they'll be ranked at some point.
Blaine Fowler with us on BYU Sports Nation. Okay, what's the path to a top 25 ranking, Blaine? Is it something that we can expect as early as, let's say, week 3, if BYU wins road games in front of huge national audiences at Navy and at Army?
Yeah, I think if they dominate at Navy and at Army, that's enough for people to take notice. And if the stars shine, so they play well at quarterback, they throw the football around, they look dominating up front. I mean, Navy and Army are respected, and those teams have been consistently good on the defensive side of the ball. So if BYU can come out and score points and win in those games convincingly on the road, I think people will go, oh, you know what? BYU's back. And I think that it would take those 2 wins, and I think we'd see them in the top 25. I think it would be in week 3.
We've discussed this. I want to get your opinion on it. What's the toughest game on the schedule in your opinion? Because Navy, I said Navy, Spencer said Houston.
Style-wise, Navy's a tough matchup, although they're going to have to start a new quarterback that has a total of less than 50 yards rushing career. So they don't have a 2,000-yard rusher coming back at quarterback. So that makes it not quite as tough. But schematically, it's just such a tough thing to prepare for. And Ken's a fantastic coach. I mean, we all know that. Kenny Niumatalolo is a phenomenal coach. So those guys will be ready to go. So that one's tough. Houston, I think that's the toughest. I mean, Houston presents different problems with the way they spread you out and throw the ball around, but I think BYU's secondary as a strength this season matches up. I think Houston won't be as good defensively as Navy is on a year in and year out basis. So I'm going to say Navy on the road is the toughest game. So the opener right now with what we have on the schedule is the toughest game on the schedule.
And I think Western Kentucky might have snuck in as the 3rd toughest. I mean, you could argue that with Army, but 9-4, they sling it. They were one of the fewest penalized teams in the country. They were excellent in red zone defense, which BYU struggled at. That's a sneaky game that I don't think, and we'll find out later how much anxiety Spencer has about that game. But Western Kentucky is sneaky to me.
Yeah, and they throw it all over the place. And so you just worry about big plays and be able to keep things in front of you. I don't think that Western Kentucky will hold up defensively against this big physical BYU team that I think is going to be able to run the ball some this season as well as, say, Navy will. So I think, but I do agree, like if you're going to put them in the top 3, I think Western Kentucky, people look at Western Kentucky and go, who? No, that's a pretty good football program, and they've been really skilled offensively.
Blaine, and I always love this conversation, should BYU finish with 1 loss or better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think they should.
That's the so straight up expect. It's a disappointment if BYU finishes with more than 1 loss.
And unless, I don't know who's going to get added onto this schedule. So you're just saying as the schedule sits
as it's
today,
as currently constituted.
And let's even add a couple of games that we're just hearing rumored, right? So the BYU hasn't announced. So if we just take what's been rumored and what is officially on the schedule, yeah, they should finish with 1 loss or less. Now, who knows what they add to this schedule before it's all said and done? Do they get an ACC team or 2? Do they get one of the elite AAC teams?
Cincinnati, please.
Cincinnati or Memphis or one of these. Then I'd have to relook at the schedule. But as is currently constituted, plus let's even add in the couple of games that are rumored, yes, I think they finished with 1 loss or less.
Okay, let's discuss that because Spencer has brought an extremely salient point to the conversation of BYU football and why they are what they are right now. So the last 3 years, BYU is an astounding 11-12 against Group 5 teams. So why should BYU be so good this year? We think that. The 3 of us agree.
Yeah.
Is this based on a BYU that isn't the current BYU, or do we feel like BYU is going to become the BYU we think they should be?
To me, this is the deepest and what's the best word for this? Least lacking at any position group of all of the teams Kalani's had since he's been here. So every year we go into a season and I go, oh man, there's a glaring depth issue at linebacker, or what are they going to do on the D line? Or, oh man, this offensive line is undersized and just too young. Or who's going to play running back? Or man, the quarterbacks are just, there's been a position group or 2 every season since Kalani's been here where, and we can go back and check the tape. I've said, boy, I'm really concerned about that, or I'm really concerned about this. This is the first season when I go position group by position group. There isn't a weakness or it's just this glaring thing where you go, oh man, this isn't a complete team, or they're just not deep enough there. The one group that I was like, okay, there's a pretty good core, but are they deep enough, was the wide receiver group. And they've had a really good fall camp. Talking to the coaches, they've been really impressed. I think the addition to Chris Jackson has been a big part of that. And then some of the younger guys that contributed are really stepping up. So all of a sudden, I'm going, well, wait a minute. If the receiving core is fine, then there's not a glaring weakness on this football team. So I think this is going to be the best group that Kalani's lined up. I was actually excited before all of this stuff, knowing that for them to play that crazy tough schedule they're going to play, because I felt like, especially up front, they matched up for the first time in a long time. So I think this is just a different football team than the one we've seen go, what did you say, Jarom, 11-12 against G5. This is a better football team.
Yeah, and that's good news because BYU have a chance to rack up some wins. So riddle me this. In the pursuit of being a very good team, where is BYU very good to great on this team?
Offensive line is very good to great. Multiple NFL talent guys there. And they could be a little bit deeper, but I think they're deep enough they could even have a couple of injuries and be good. They can rotate guys in. They have guys that can play tackle or guard. I mean, MP can even move over to guard if they need him to play. He's a great puller. So I think that's the strength of this football team. And when you go back and look at the really good football teams at BYU over time, they're always really dominant up front on the offensive line. So I think that's a group of stars right there. To me, that's the strength of this football team. And now they're experienced enough at quarterback. They're deep enough at quarterback. And the other thing that they've got is they're good at running back. They're not just okay at running back. They're good at running back. And I think Tyler Algiers has been, they thought he was good. They come into fall camp and they're going, whoa, he's like better than good. He's really good. And now you add to that Lopini Cato, who's a proven commodity. Jackson McChesney, who we saw glimpses of when he wasn't in shape. You add JC transfer that now gives you depth. And all of a sudden you're going, okay, this is a better than just good group at running back. And when's the last time you said that about BYU? A better than good running back core. So you add the offensive line with a good group of backs behind him and a punishing guy like Algiers that can get it done, along with that other crew. It's a different look on offense. BYU struggled on third and short yardage in recent years, which is really frustrating to watch. I don't think that's the case this year. I think they knock people off the ball. So that offensive line is where it's going to start.
Okay, Blaine, in 10 seconds, give me one name as the training camp MVP thus far.
Well, Peyton Wilgar's one of the best players on this football team, and he's been good as usual. But let me give you one. I'm going to say, I already said his name, but I'm going to say Chris Jackson, just because he's been a little bit of a surprise at how good he's been at wide receiver.
All right, there you go. So, Chris Jackson, Peyton Wilgar.
I'll give you an offensive and a defensive guy. And newcomer of the year so far, Micah Harper, newcomer of the year.
I love it.
Defensive back, yeah, very nice.
Blaine, great to talk football with you,
He's
man.
a freshman, so
I'm so
good to see you guys.
Yeah, so excited you're back in the AFR fold. We're countdown to kickoff 2 weeks away. It's going to be fun, man.
So fun. Let's play some football. I can't wait. And you know what? I hope Navy lets what are they? They're midshipmen, right? They're not. Are they cadets or are they midshipmen? Midshipmen?
Yes.
They're in a bubble, right? So they don't need to worry about COVID. Even if Navy doesn't let a single BYU fan in, BYU's players are like, let the midshipmen come. Let's honor those guys for what they do every day. And you would rather play in front of a hostile crowd than no crowd at all. I say to Navy, and I think Tom's had these conversations already, you guys bring everybody on campus because you guys are a safe environment. We'll play in front of a hostile crowd. Let those guys come. Let all of them come to that game, and I think that would be fun atmosphere.
Absolutely. Bring some energy. Blaine, great to catch up with you, man. We'll talk again soon.
All right, guys. Talk to you.
Uncle B, Blaine Fowler on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.
I think